Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. So, there's so many characters and so many different ways I can do it, I just don't know which way to go. So we're gonna start off with, like I'm spinning a wheel or some shit. We're gonna start off with Robert and Anna, because they wound up getting into an argument, because Peter wrote an article about Holly, and, well, Robert didn't like it. So he comes at Peter, and of course Anna jumps in because, well, if you don't like Peter, she doesn't like you. And it's, I don't know, it's been playing that card for a while, and I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to get kind of annoying. I get the fact that she has guilt for what she's done in the past, but like, jumping at everyone's throat because they don't like Peter is not gonna make things better. You know? Not everyone's gonna like your son. Get over it. So yeah, they argue whatever for a little bit, and yeah, it pretty much kind of goes nowhere. Pretty much Anna's like, you know, you're venting out your anger on Peter because you still can't deal with Holly's death. And it kind of got me a little annoyed because I'm like, but there's no body. I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed about that because it's like, it's the same way that they wrote off Drew. They were just like, oh yeah, there was a plane crash, and you know, it was scattered across the sea, and there was no survivors, so he's dead, even though that there's no body. It's like, what the fuck? Like, seriously? I don't know. And plus the fact that a lot of people didn't seem like they were that broken up about it, it just really rubbed me the wrong way about that. But yeah, Robert still believes that, she's alive, and Anna's just like, I don't know, I guess she just feels that he's dead. She's dead. Which is, I don't know, kind of messed up, because if it was Peter, or if it was Robin, I don't think that she would have just gave up hope that quick. But she's practically spent there telling Robert to do the same thing that she wouldn't do. So let's talk about Maxi and Lulu. Because Maxi is in the office, I guess, waiting for a doctor or whatever, and Lulu pops in, and after this back and forth conversation, Maxi pretty much reveals that she had 3 home pregnancy tests done, and they all confirm the same thing, that she's pregnant. So now they're talking, and, you know, Maxi is going through a ton of different emotions, from scared to feeling guilty because she just started a new career, to, I don't know how Peter's going to feel about this. So she just has a whole bunch of different emotions going on. And so they run into Peter, and Lulu covers because I guess she felt that Maxi didn't want to tell him the truth for some odd reason. And it kind of got me annoyed a little bit because I don't want it to be one of those stories that they just stretch out after weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, it just... But, I guess we'll just see what happens. Let's talk about Cyrus and Jordan, because Cyrus pretty much kind of just puts the screws on Jordan. Just lets her know, like, who's in charge, and pretty much says, listen, I need you to find a way to get Laura off my ass. I need you to sit there and advocate for me. And, you know, after Jordan tries to give a bunch of excuses, Cyrus is like, listen, I don't care how you get it done. Just get it done. And I know I said this before, but Cyrus is among my second favorite villains of Sunny. First one has to go to Ted King. But, I don't know, something about Cyrus is I just like, you know? Because he talks to people in a way where it's like he's being sarcastic, and he's coming at us sort of friendly, but you know that he's like, listen, if you don't do what I say, I mean, do I even have to say it? That's pretty much how Cyrus comes across. And, you know, he knew about the whole Jason being into an accident. Now, my question or my theory is did Brando tamper with the bike? Or did Cyrus make it look like Brando tampered with the bike? Because when everyone gets to the hospital, and by the way, it was Curtis that found Jason on the side of the road. When everyone, gets to the hospital, and, after Carly makes the decision to, I guess they gotta do emergency surgery, otherwise he's gonna be in a vegetative state. And Carly knows that Jason would not want that. So, with everyone gathered, the question is, how come no one didn't actually go to Brandon right away when he found out he was in a motorcycle accident? I mean, specifically Sonny, because, well, you knew that he was working on his bike. And I know they're going to sit there and say something in the next episode, but I'm just surprised he didn't say anything in this episode. I mean, we know how Sonny is. He's very prone to go off his emotions more than logic. So I'm just surprised he didn't try to strangle him or throttle him in the hospital room. Jeez, I don't even know if there's anything else to even say. I don't know, I didn't feel like a lot really happened in this episode. The main thing was Jason, and what's gonna happen with this whole surgery. Other than that, not really a whole lot happened. And, yeah. I don't know, it's a really short review, and I'm looking at it's only 6 minutes, so I'm like, Jesus Christ, but, yeah, not really a lot happened. I mean, Maxi talked to Lulu about the pregnancy, Cyrus pretty much pushed the screws on Jordan to kind of just get shit done, doesn't really care how it gets done, just get it done. I mean, Brando talks to Sonny a little bit about this nice story about a horse and Mike's character, and just putting Sonny's mind at ease as far as, the tough decision, excuse me, that he has to make. Pretty much they're saying that Mike is no stranger to tough decisions. And then you have this thing on the side where you have Carly, I guess you have Carly and Sam sitting there talking about Peter, and Sam is just not fucking happy with Peter because of not just the stuff that he's done to Jason, but the stuff that he's done afterwards, and the fact that he pretty much isn't paying for any of his crimes. The stuff that happened with Drew, Liesel, it's like the guy is just untouchable. And Carly pretty much says, listen, the only people that are believing him is Maxi and Anna. And Maxi, she can understand, but Anna, she's way too smart for that. But Sam was like, listen, Anna doesn't want to see it. And you can tell every single time that somebody sits there and confront Anna about Peter, it's like she just doesn't want to fucking hear it. And yeah, they just kind of chit-chat about that for a little bit. And yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much about it. It's weird. I felt like there was more, but it's really not. Anyway, that's going to do it for this review. It's funny, because I actually wound up doing this 3 times, because I was like, am I sure that this is the only stuff to actually talk about? But, yeah. And I think I mentioned that Ted King is still my favorite Sonny villain. And then Cyrus. So yeah, that's going to do it for this review. Thank you for watching. Oh, also, I want to thank each and every single person. I know I wrote in the comment section, but I want to thank each and every single person for still rocking with me. And for being understanding, and for being supportive, and just for being chill, and just, just being amazing fucking people. I want to thank every single person that's watching this, because it's fun to do. And, I'm only as good as the audience that watches me. And I gotta sit there and say I have a pretty fucking amazing crew of people that watch my videos. So, thank you. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Have a great weekend. Be safe. I will catch you in the next video.